Call planning and zoning meeting to order. Stand, pledge your allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. John Matthews.
Here.
Terry Wachowski.
Here.
Mark Denny is absent. Alex DeMauro.
Here.
Will Smith.
Here.
Rocky Hempel.
Here.
Jeanette Holdeman is absent. Jeff Spink.
Here.
And I'm present. Steve Rosenthal. Several members present. We're not doing the election this month, so we're going to approval of the minutes. Do I have a motion on the minutes? I do have one correction on them. Oh gosh. Page 2, on the, I think it's the winery, the agribusiness. It said the motion to approve was passed 5-0. I believe that was 4-1.
Got it.
Okay.
Larry?
Yes, Ms. Crowley? Yes.
Yes. Okay, Concord.
We don't need you to present yes yet, Ms. Crowley. We are still in the beginning stages of the meeting. I'll let you know when.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion on the minutes
So moved.
with that one correction?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion on the floor with the second to approve the minutes with the one correction. Any further discussion? Roll call vote. John Matthews.
Abstain.
Terry Bukowski.
Abstain.
Alex DeMauro.
Abstain.
Will Smith.
Yes.
Rocky Hempel.
Yes.
Jeff Spink.
Abstain.
And I vote yes. Motion carries 3-2-0. I guess abstain. The rest abstain. So, Frank, we didn't have a very good turnout. I mean, we couldn't have a very good turnout last time. Secretary's report.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. As you stated, we have continued the elections to July. We'd like to have all 9 of you in the room. We're hopeful that July will be the case. We're getting a little bit closer. We have 4 items on the consent agenda, so when you approve the agenda, you will be approving that. All of those items, unless you wish to take something off of the consent agenda, staff doesn't have any reason to do that. We have 2 cases that will be heard, a special use permit, which is a renewal for an RV storage, and also a special use permit, which is a renewal for a winery. We have 1 item, case B, which will be continued to the July 15th planning commission meeting. We've been working with the applicant on making sure we have all of the items. And so that should be held July 15th. Other than that, I don't have anything.
Okay. Approval of the agenda. Before we do that, I'm going to go to decorations. I do have one plat. If it moves to the regular agenda, I would have to abstain on. So I just want to make that known. I will abstain on the vote for the approval of the agenda also. So
You can pull that item off and approve it separately from the consent agenda. It can still be something that we approve, but
well, it can be.
or you can approve. You can abstain from.
I'll just
approving.
abstain from the vote. That's all. If you know whatever the vote is, I'm going to abstain on. So.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we approve the consent agenda.
Okay. And Terry? A motion on the floor, second to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion? Roll call vote. John Matthews?
Yes.
Terry Bukowski?
Yes.
Alex DeMauro?
Yes.
Will Smith?
Yes.
Rocky Hempel?
Yes.
Jeff Spink?
Yes.
And I abstain. So we got 6 and 1 abstain. Okay, any other decorations on any of the other 2 items we're going to hear? Okay, case number DEV 19140, consideration of application for a special use permit for a recreational vehicle and boat storage facility on a tract of land located in the northwest quarter of Section 15, Township 10 South, Range 22 East, 6 p.m. in Leavenworth County, Kansas, also known as 22615 155th Street. Request submitted by Teddy and Barbara Coble. Requires a public hearing. Public comment limited to 3 minutes per person. Staff report.
Good evening, planning commissioners. Of course, we have case number DEV 19140. As you mentioned, the RV and boat storage facility owned by Teddy and Barbara Coble. This is a renewal. Mr. Coble had a 6-acre lot that contains 3 large metal buildings in which they store RVs, boats, and trailers. The buildings on their property are entirely fenced in. This special use permit was originally approved in 1997, was then renewed in 2003 for 15 years. After applying for renewal, applicants were advised by our office to wait until the updated statement of uses was finalized to proceed with their renewal. What we're doing today. Applicants have no plans to expand and wish to continue operations as they have for the past 23 years. In that time span, our office has received no complaints regarding their use of the property. Applicants are available on the phone and will answer any questions you may have.
Okay. Anybody have any questions of staff? Okay. Upon opening the public comment portion of this hearing, those of you who wish to speak either for or against this item upon recognition will give you a name and address each time you begin to speak. This is necessary since the hearing is being recorded. The public comment portion of this hearing is now open. Will the applicant please come forward or speak?
Ms. Coble, do you want to say your piece?
Well, I think you said everything that I put in my letter. We have constant customers. Never had any complaints. None of that I know of from the neighbors or anything. So we just like this special use permit renewed. Please.
Mrs. Coble, there's 7 requirements. Are you aware of these requirements?
No.
They're the same as, I believe they're the same as they've been in the past. The first one is it's going to be for a period of 20 years.
Okay.
Okay, no additional extra lighting than normal lighting and yard lighting. Storage of all RVs, boats, and similar vehicles to be within the enclosed building.
Right.
The applicant shall provide a certificate of liability insurance for $1 million per occurrence. I'm sure that's just like you did before.
Yes.
No signage is allowed in the right-of-way. You do have that one sign, though, correct?
We have a sign that is in our yard.
Okay, it's the same sign that's been there from when it started, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
And the SUP is limited to the narrative that you provided. And
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
okay, the special use permit shall be limited to the narrative that you provided us. That's what the letter that you included. And it shall comply with all local, state, and federal rules and regulations. Those are the 7 requirements that we have. Is there any questions on any of those requirements?
No, I think it's the same requirements we have on the law.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right, did you have anything to add?
No, not really.
Okay, does anybody have any questions of the applicant? Thank you, Mrs. Coble.
All right, thank you.
We'll now hear from individuals present wishing to speak in favor of this request. Did we get any letters
No,
or?
sir, we don't have any public comment for any of the cases today. Nobody requested.
Okay.
Forward.
So I will say, hear from anything in opposition, just to make sure it's on the record. Is there any additional information to be presented?
No, sir.
The public comment portion of this hearing is now closed. Are there any questions or comments, commissioners? If not, I will entertain a motion.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve SUP 19-140 for the findings of fact that were just listed by the chairman.
Second.
Who seconded that?
I did.
Terry? Okay.
Which one of you did that?
We have a motion on the floor with a second to approve case number DEV 19-140, special use permit for recreational and vehicle boat storage facility with staff recommendations. Is there any further discussion? Have a roll call vote. John Matthews.
Yes.
Terry Bukowski.
Yes.
Alex DeMauro.
Yes.
Will Schmidt.
Yes.
Rocky Hempel.
Yes.
Jeff Spink.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion carries 7-0. The Board of County Commissioners will consider this item July 1st, 2020 at 9 a.m. in the Leavenworth County Courthouse. Any person wishing to file a protest petitions must contact the Planning and Zoning Office. Protest petitions must be filed with Leavenworth County within 2 weeks of this meeting. To be valid, the protest petitions must be signed by 20% of the land area notification area. Good luck with you, Mrs. Coble, and July 1st is when they're going to hear it.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, case number DEV 20-052, consideration application for a special use permit for agribusiness for Holyfield Winery located in the southeast quarter of Section Section 3, Township 11 South, Range 22 east of the 6 p.m., Leavenworth County, Kansas, and that's the wrong one, isn't it? No, okay. This one is all messed up.
Yes, that would help. Why don't you ask?
Am I right on the section of township?
Section 3, Township 11?
That's what it says.
Township 11 South, but the name is not the Coles, that was the last one. So, the name is Meyer, Lester and Michelle Meyer. Okay, requires a public hearing, public comment limited to 3 minutes per person. Staff report.
Commissioners, this is case number DEV-20-052. This is a request for a renewal for special use permit for Holyfield Winery. Ms. Meyer, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just want to make sure you can hear me. The
Yes,
applicants,
thank you.
the applicants are not requesting any changes. As you all know, this winery has been at this location in the 158th and state for a very long time. They do have some small events such as dinner theater. They have small concerts, that sort of thing. Music outside, not really concerts, music. Again, this is all been covered in the special use permit previously. There are not any changes. The hours of operation are the same. The conditions are the same. Staff is recommending this be approved for 20 years. Staff, again, recommends approval of this, and will answer any questions you may have as will Ms. Meyer.
Okay. Any questions of staff, anyone? Upon opening the public comment portion of this hearing, those of you who wish to speak either for or against this item upon recognition will give your name and address each time you begin to speak. This is necessary since the public hearing is being recorded. The public comment portion of this hearing is now open. Does the applicant wish to speak, or will the applicant please speak, I guess?
Ms. Meyer, do you have anything to add?
I know. Thank you for being there.
Okay. Ma'am, there's 7 requirements. Have you reviewed those requirements?
The conditions in the staff report is what he's referring to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know he was asking me a question.
It's
Yes.
okay. Yeah.
He's asking if I have any questions?
Well, there's staff recommendations. There's 7 of them. I think they're very similar to what they were before. Have you reviewed all those? And do you have any questions?
I reviewed the documents I received, yes.
Okay. And the 7 recommendations was one of them. I think the first one was limit to a period of 20 years.
I'm really sorry. It's coming across muffled to me, so if the person that is on the phone with me could perhaps repeat. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time following
Yeah, no problem.
what you said. I'm sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize. It's technical. He's asking if you've read the staff recommendations, so the conditions that are listed in the staff report about,
Yes, I read everything that was sent.
and you agree with them? You don't have any questions about them or anything?
I do not have any questions.
Okay.
This is our 26th year on this corner, and I'm just happy to be here.
Okay. Any questions of the applicant? Anybody?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. We're now hearing from individuals present wishing to speak in favor, and you said there was none, and there was none in opposition, correct? So,
Correct.
brought them both up. Is there any additional information to be presented?
No, sir.
The public comment portion of this hearing is now closed. Are there any questions or comments, commissioners? Or I'll entertain a motion.
This is pretty much a no-brainer. I'll make a motion that the case number DEV 20-052, special use permit Hollyfield Vineyard and Winery, be approved based on the golden factors and what we've heard here in testimony, and following the conditions under staff recommendation, the 7 conditions.
I'll second.
John seconded. We have a motion on the floor with a second to approve case number DEV 20-052, special use permit for agribusiness for Holyfield Winery with staff recommendations 1 through 7. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, we have a roll call vote. John Matthews?
Yes.
Terry Bukowski?
Yes.
Alex DeMauro?
Yes.
Will Smith?
Yes.
Rocky Himpel?
Yes.
Jeff Spink?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Motion carries 7-0. The Board of County Commissioners will consider this item on July 1st, 2020 at 9 a.m. at the Leavenworth County Courthouse. Any person wishing to file a protest petition must contact the Planning and Zoning Office. Protest petitions must be filed with Leavenworth County in 2 weeks of this meeting. To be valid, the protest petition must be signed by owners of 20% of the land notification area. Is there anything else? Ma'am, good luck to you on July 1st. You need to be here. And we are adjourned.